Have you ever wondered why Tampa attracts so many people? You'll see the headlines and forefront on my channel. New developments, neighborhoods coming back to life, shiny new communities in the burbs. You'll hear about jobs, growth, opportunity, but what if I told you none of this is why people stay? The real reason? I'm not gonna make you wait for it. It's the lifestyle. It's what Tampa gives you when you're a local, the pace, the people, the vibe. That feeling you only get once you found your place here. See, I was born and raised in the city, so I know my version, but today I'm on a mission to show you more. We're spending the day on a boat with JJ Moser from the Tampa Bay Lightning. I want you to experience an afternoon on the water with us, and let's hit the streets too, to ask the locals why Tampa feels like home for them. The video, it's gonna be packed. If you've ever caught yourself wondering, could Tampa be my next chapter? Well, stick around, because you're about to hear some very real answers.
There he is.
Moser looks, dishes, gets it back, holds the shot back, being watched by Edmondson, and then a try, scores! JJ Moser ties the game.
What up, dude? Hey, gentlemen. Valet service for you.
Yeah. What I want to know is, we're talking about the lifestyle today. So how long have you been in Tampa?
I've been in Tampa for a year now.
All right, and you're from Switzerland. Have you ever been to Tampa before that year?
I have been to Tampa about 7 years ago, but just for vacation for a couple of weeks.
All right, and what was that experience like coming as like a visitor now compared to actually living here? Like, was it different?
Oh yeah, when I came here 7 years ago, the whole of downtown looked completely different.
Yeah.
But yeah, now living here, you get more of the insides of the town, of the culture, of the lifestyle.
I think what's interesting is a lot of people kind of come here, like you just said, downtown. But now that you lived here for a year or so and you've adjusted as a local, like I'm sure that vision's changed a little bit. Has Tampa kind of grown on you in a different way? Has it shown a different side of it that you knew before you actually lived here?
Yeah, you just discover so many little spots that you didn't know of it before. Like you're like, all right, where are we going? You could always go to Hyde Park, you could go to Armature Works, you could go to downtown. Like there's always like new places that you're not even aware of, and then all of a sudden, oh yeah, we can do that. Or then, all right, now you're coming out on a boat and it's a completely different vibe. It's way more relaxed than the fast pace of, for example, downtown.
What I'm hearing you say is there's a lot of things to do and you can kind of pick your pace sometimes too, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it is, and then you can also just go for like a casual walk around Riverwalk, Bay Shore. Even St. Pete is another level of being more relaxed and more calm and more outdoorsy kind of.
Yep.
Compared to Tampa. Tampa is more like, it's also fast paced if you want it, but St. Pete is also like a nice.
That's an interesting concept, because I know a lot of folks watch, a lot of the audience here, they like to compare Tampa, St. Pete, all these different areas. How would you compare quickly like Tampa versus St. Pete if you had to like put it in a nutshell?
Well, I would compare Tampa as New York, and then
Okay.
St. Pete as San Diego.
Okay,
more
so
like a
yeah. Let's go back to that style and that pace though, because you're obviously a professional athlete, right? You're on the road a lot during the season. During the season, what do you got? 82 games? 80? How many games?
82 games.
All right, 41 home?
Yeah.
All right, so you're traveling every few days a week. You're gone, traveling everywhere. Is Tampa a place like when you come back home? I know me, after a long week, I want to just unwind. I want to relax. Is it a place where you feel it allows you to do that?
Yeah, I would say so. Especially, like just being for me time to relax and unwind. For me, it's on the boat. For me, it's like kind of getting away from the city. Either go out on a boat, or for me, it's going to St. Pete. That's for me where I can unwind and relax the most.
Yeah, change the vibe.
Yeah.
Kind of do something different. You got some dolphins right out here. I don't know if y'all see that right now.
Yeah, I saw some over there before. Right there. Look.
We know that you could turn it down when you need to relax and unwind, but is there a scenario where it's like, you know what, that was a big win. I feel like getting a little rowdy tonight, and then you got a couple days off. Is that something that you do with the guys, your crew? Do you kind of have a place in Tampa where it's like, let's go unwind a little bit?
Oh yeah, you're mostly doing that with the guys, obviously. But that's a good thing. There's always like a place where you can go and do that too.
What's one or two of the places you like to go, whether that's restaurant, hidden gems, or just experiences or things to do? What's something that's on your list? A couple of them.
A couple of nice dive bars. Like I would say, Red Dog is always fun. It's always a good vibe. And then you have more of the Tampa edition. It's always a nice place. It's probably more like fancier if
So
you want.
Instagram looking type place.
Exactly.
Was it kind of easy to build that community, and do you still feel that here?
Yeah, it was very easy. I think what makes it easier, what makes it way easier is the fact that Tampa's such an active city.
Yeah.
So you could always connect with other people, whether it's run clubs, whether it is on paddle courts, whether it is just walking around Riverwalk Bayshore, basically.
Yeah.
So there's always people that are out and that are moving, and even like bars like Armature Works, even Sparkman Work. You could just go there and walk around, and you could
Meet anybody.
Yeah, easily meet new people.
So it should be relatively easy. I know you can't just go to Boston or New York and be like, "Hi, how you doing?" And they're like, "Yo, what are you talking about?" So it's kind of easy to meet people, and people are friendly, and they're kind of accepting.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love it. So here's the thing about Tampa. Our fun, it's not a vacation. It's not once a year, wait for time off, cross your fingers kind of fun. It's baked into everyday life, especially when you've got water like this at your back door. You want the Tampa version of stress-free day? It looks like this: grabbing the crew, jumping on a boat, hitting a waterfront bar for a bite, and then parking at the sandbar until the sun goes down if you really feel like it. That's the difference here. Other cities, yeah, they have parks, and well, so do we, but the water is our bonus playground. You finish work, and 20 minutes later, you're on the bay, drink in hand, forgetting what traffic even feels like. And that's the secret. Tampa doesn't just give you things to do, it gives you things you can't get anywhere else. And you get options. That mix of sunshine, water, energy, and people who actually use it, that's why a simple Saturday here feels like a highlight reel. So yeah, boats, bars, the sandbar, that's the surface level. But what makes Tampa special is that it's not a getaway. It's just how people live. All right, so we stopped some folks over here. What are your names?
Connor.
Connor and
Kelly.
Connor and Kelly. All right, easy to remember. So I really wanted to get that understanding of what life is here. And did you live here before having your baby?
We did, yeah. We've been here about 5 years now.
Okay, so before having kids, what was life like here, and why did it attract you? What did you come here for?
You know, I would say the weather,
Mainly work.
social work. Yeah, I mean,
Was it a job transfer or job?
job transfer?
for both
Yeah,
of
for
us.
both of us.
Yeah.
I want to know what life was like pre-baby. What was it like here? Did you guys get out? Was it easy to meet other people, build that community?
Yeah, I would say it was. I mean, a lot of going out downtown, good places to eat, good bars, a lot going on the beach, and a lot of people who come from out of town, so they're friendly, looking to make friends.
Yeah. Did you ever get that vibe where it's like, we don't want you, don't move here?
Definitely not.
No, never.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, a lot of really friendly people, a lot of people that are just open-minded, I feel like, living here.
yeah.
Very, a lot of art, around here,
Yeah.
a ton of, culture. It just feels very, local and, authentic. And I feel like after we moved here, we'd have friends come visit and they'd be like, why are the Uber drivers so nice? Why are the waiters and waitresses so nice? Everyone was just so nice.
Yeah.
And every
Yeah.
time that we would have visitors, they would totally comment on that.
Now, post-baby, we're talking right now. I know that changes the world. I have 2 daughters. Life changes. Has it changed for you? Are you still that active going out? Are you doing things? I know that answer, but
We're still very active, but we're not going out at night. We're out all the time in the day, and there's a lot of places around town to be with the baby. Yeah.
So that stage of life, is that something that you've experienced is still welcoming here or still fitting your lifestyle? Or did it's was it this is just a younger crowd, I need to get out?
Yeah, I would say we're pleasantly surprised by it. Frankly, I would debatably say we're more active now, but just in a totally different way.
Yes.
Because we are starting to realize St. Pete has so much more to offer than nightlife, and that's actually such a limited part of what goes on in the city. So for us, we've been exploring all the parks in St. Pete, and we've learned that there's over 120 parks just in St. Pete alone, which is crazy.
Counting the playgrounds.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, yeah.
We are.
Small ones,
Yeah,
too. Yeah.
and we've been trying to get to all of them. So that's been really, really cool. And I mean, just little things. We never went to Sunken Gardens before, or other places that are really good to visit with the baby. But now we have been there. So
That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, so we got Madeline here. She's our waitress up here on the St. Pete Pier. I wanted to ask you, and thank you for doing this, but where did you come from and how long have you lived in Tampa?
So I moved from Lexington, Kentucky, and I've lived here for a little over a year now.
All right, so a little over a year. So where you came from in Kentucky, when you came here, did you kind of picture Tampa in one way and then maybe that changed, or Is it exactly how you pictured it?
It's not exactly how I pictured it. I think it's a lot better.
Okay. In what way? Like, how did you picture it, and then what kind of changed after living here for a bit?
Yeah, it just shows you a different lifestyle that people live on the water, and also having a city, 2 cities close by.
Give me an experience that you, now, do you live on the Tampa or St. Pete side?
I live on the St. Pete side.
Okay, St. Pete side. Can you give me an experience that you've had that you've really enjoyed? Anything. It could be museum, it could be boating, it could be restaurant.
Yeah, I mean, even just working here, it's a beautiful view. Get to be outside every day. The weather's amazing.
Yep.
I mean, this past weekend there was the boat show here, and that's just something I'd never experienced or heard of even happening.
There's a lot of events down here.
A lot, yeah.
So almost every other weekend kind
I
of
would
thing.
say, yeah. There's always something going on.
Pretty active. And then being that you're here, you've been here about a year. Have you been able to build a little bit of a community of friends or people, or like a grouping where it's easy to like meet up and that's kind of your go-tos now that you're here?
Yeah, definitely.
Did you find it hard too?
I mean, it's always hard to meet people when you move somewhere where you don't really know anyone, but I would say I've adjusted well, and I've met a lot of great people.
Okay, so in a year's time, if you kind of put yourself out there, it
Yeah.
does have that opportunity here.
Yeah, you definitely have to put yourself out there, but you can do it.
Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Madeline.
no problem.
Tampa has this rhythm that just hits different. Some cities push you to move faster, others force you to slow down, but here, you actually get to choose your pace. And that's what makes this place so special. You can hustle during the week, chase your goals, and still have the balance to actually enjoy life you're building. Or you can just slow it down, soak up the sun, take a walk by the water, reset without feeling like you're missing out. That's the beauty of it. Whether you're in your 20s figuring things out, or in your 30s balancing work and family, or later in life ready to relax, Tampa, it just moves with you. So most cities, it doesn't give you that kind of choice. Here, just built into the lifestyle. Caesar.
Yeah.
What you
got? You know, I originally from New York. I moved down here for college, and luckily enough, I started my career right away here. So back in 2010, I got to see the city grow a lot. So I did grow up here, you know, in my low 20s and now in my low 30s. And I've seen the city has transformed to, I think, a major player now. I mean, it's won a lot of things in terms of awards, right? I think we have like the best airport or something like that.
Yep.
We were the fastest growing city, I think, during COVID. Also, the amount of young professionals that have decided to like come here, work remote, and it's just been a great experience overall since I moved here. When I think about what it has, I almost think about what it doesn't have, because everyone here is active. You have accessibility to the water. It's right there. We're in St. Pete right now. That's only about 25-30 minutes from Tampa.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you captained us over here. How long was that boat ride from Tampa to downtown to St. Pete downtown?
We got blessed with good weather today. Smooth waters, probably about 35 minutes.
Yeah, that might actually be faster than driving.
And you get to park out here in the slip.
I stopped Nina here. Thank you so much for giving me a moment. You live on the St. Pete side, correct?
I live
Or
in
the Tampa side?
St. Pete Beach.
St. Pete Beach. Perfect. So this video is going to be about the lifestyle. And what I want to know is, you moved here 5 years ago, and a lot of times people move here and they move here for all the glitz and the glamour or the beaches. What has kept you here?
Just a camaraderie kind of spirit that everybody has here, especially like during our storms that we've went through and how we've come together afterwards.
A lot of the neighbors came out.
Exactly. The way we celebrate our sunsets on the beach.
Yep.
The new chefs that are coming into town.
All right, so the food scene starting to get going.
The food scene is going crazy here. You know, chef kind of things going on at Benoit Park, which is right here.
Yep.
This St. Pete Pier has the best views. Also,
Absolutely. I was just up there eating.
DJ spinning some nights, which is super cool.
Also at night they have the events going on as well.
Last weekend we had a boat race show.
I've heard.
Which was really cool. The Grand Prix happens over here.
They
which
shut
is
down the
really
downtown.
Cool. Yes.
St. Pete has done such a great job at like setting that tone, you know, like the palm trees going. And it's like Tampa side, it's a little bit more city with a mix. We have palm trees, but it's a little oak tree type setup. St. Pete has kind of laid it out for you. Gives you a little bit more of that touristy beach vibe in a way.
100%. And it's like a small town beach vibe with like hippie vibes a little bit.
Yeah.
And also like exercising vibes.
Yeah,
and
outdoors,
wellness.
active.
Yes,
Yep.
Wellness. It's all about your spiritual and all about the wellness of the body, mind, and spirit, which is great.
All of it. A lot of love.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Nina.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, folks, so I found Ivy here on the Tampa side of things. We've already been on the St. Pete side. And so, Ivy, tell me about your time here in Tampa. You know, I really want to know about the lifestyle, your experience here. I think you mentioned that you've been here for 7 years now, but you've come often before that.
Yes.
So tell me about that experience. What are your thoughts about living here in Tampa?
Tampa is just so wonderful. It's a very lively city. There's always something going on. I came from a very backwoods kind of small area in Pennsylvania, so everything's closed by 10. You know, there's nowhere to go. But down here in Tampa, I had family here already, so I'd been seeing the nightlife like the Tampa Theater. I've been coming to Armature Works since they opened. I actually worked there for 7 years.
Okay.
I love the Riverwalk, absolutely love the Riverwalk. I actually come here like once or twice a week to walk and exercise, get a drink and take a little walk down to Armature Works.
Yeah.
Curtis Hickson Park here where we are now is just fabulous. I've been to so many music festivals here and seen so many concerts, like they do the Thursday concert in the park. They used to do the Gasparilla Music Festival here, which actually outgrew this space, but it's just so beautiful and wonderful here all the time.
All right, so for you, Tampa's all about unwinding, getting outdoors.
Yeah.
Nature, you've got variety, and of course, the people, for the most part, where you go, are very welcoming.
Absolutely, yeah. The people have just been so wonderful for the most part.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
You know what I love most about Tampa? It sneaks up on you. At first, it's the weather, maybe a job transfer, some place near a beach, the stuff everyone talks about. But the longer you're here, the more you realize it's the little things. It's knowing you can hop on a boat after work. It's neighbors who actually wave when they pass by. It's the energy at Amalie on a game night and the calm of the Riverwalk the next morning. And that's why people stay, not for the headlines, not for the hype, but because Tampa quietly works its way into your life until you can't picture yourself anywhere else. If you're ready to find out if Tampa could be your next chapter, my real estate team and I would love to help you make it happen. We're here, we're local, and we want to be your local resource. Our contact info is on the screen. Reach out to us anytime. And hey, if you're still exploring the idea of Tampa, don't stop here. Check out these playlists that will break down our top neighborhoods and show you what life in Tampa is really all about. As always, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Woo! Hey folks, I make these videos for you. There's no chance.